Listo. Hello, good morning, Rose. How are you?
Hi, Tatiana. I'm fine. Thank you. And you?
Very good, Rose. I'm so happy to know that. Okay, and tell me, how did you do? How is your job going?
Okay, it's quite good. I am working, in a public school. I have some uh, teenagers, students. So I have been working with them during 3 years in this school. And it has been a good experience for me, I think.
Okay, it's so nice to be a teacher, yes?
Yes, this is a good profession. When I chose to study this, I knew that this was something that I wanted to do, that I wanted to give everything for me, for my students, for this profession, because as you know, we have a big responsibility. We need to create and form new professionals and people for this world that, as you know, is something difficult today, but it is a good experience.
Okay, I have a question. Do you have or do you sometimes feel like you want cute, cat?
Quite.
Quite.
No, I don't. I think that you need to have a lot of patience and passion also. And if you know that this is for you and that this is what you want to do, it is easy to take this, because sometimes it's difficult. Sometimes you think, I'm not doing it well. My students have different problems. They don't understand, etc. But you know that you are doing a good job and that you are giving them a lot of things that they need nowadays, not only in English, but also in their daily lives. Okay. Because we don't only teach English, we educate them in different scenarios.
Okay, or your point of view is very interesting, yes? Could you advise me to exercise the profession being a teacher, yes?
Okay. I think, as I told you, that this is a profession of passion, that you need to have a lot of dedication and organize your time. There is a very important thing that you need to do. There are different methodologies. You can achieve a lot of things with your students, because as you know, we have different kind of students in a classroom. Okay, so you need to pay attention to the activities that you um, prepare for your class. And as I told you, dedication, that is the first and most important thing. And also, you need to adapt, to change to different things that you can have in this profession, because you need to be a teacher, you need to be a mom, you need to be a psychologist, you need to be a, a lawyer, a lot of things at school. Because if we only go to the classroom and say, hi, this is verb to be, am, is, and are, that is easy. But we have to deal with a lot of things in a classroom. All those problems that our students have at home, in their daily lives, at the school, we need to take care of all of these, and we need to deal or manage all of these things. So you need to have patience and a big heart for them. That is important.
Okay, and the other question, okay, which I always had, yes? If no, which I have always had. Uh, how do you I English teacher with children who are just having a first contact. Yes, for example, first year children. I've had practice with children who haven't had contact with English, and it's really difficult to make myself understand. I even think that I do wrong, or I don't know. Or it's difficult.
Okay, with little children it's a little bit difficult because if they don't know some things in Spanish, it's difficult to them to understand in English. But for example, if you try to talk to them, speak to them in English all the time, you need to use different expressions. Okay, you need to move, you need to show them, use pictures, use videos. They learn a lot of things by listening too. That is important for them because, as you know, many of us know how to read in English, how to write, maybe speak in English, but it's difficult for us to understand listening. And in that age, with little kids, it is something useful to practice different activities about listening, videos, songs, um, movies. Yes, and it is important that you speak in English to them in order that they can understand. Maybe they don't know what you are talking about, but they can see, the teacher say, listen to me, and you show them, they understand that. Stand up, sit down, move. Yes, you need to show all of this to them because they are all visual and listening. That is the key with them. I think that is that, and I have noticed that when I work with children.
Okay, interesting. I tell you a little about my English classes.
Okay,
Um,
tell me.
I have practical experience in both in Spanish and in English, yes, but it's very different to have to meeting for 2 or 4 hours to have the whole year and to practice the profession every day, yes.
Yeah.
Because I am interested in training correctly to educate in a good way, yes. Okay. Okay. Right now, I tell you a little about my English class with Emmanuel, with my teacher Emmanuel. He has been the only teacher who teaches is a fun. Yes, it's a fun. His classes. Are very fun. They are not grammatical. Yes, no, we are talk. There is a lot of communication. It is very important. Yes, we don't have a English book. No, we have 3 books, but are no
Okay.
grammatical. Look at that. Uh, the Lord Arthur,
Okay.
the Sherlock Holmes,
Yes.
and the love story. Love story. The love story
Okay.
is the one we are reading right now. But my favorite was is the Sherlock Holmes. Um, his stories are fun. Yes.
Okay.
We also do TikToks. I'm bad at that. Look.
You're doing TikToks? Okay. Show me.
One moment.
Okay, don't worry.
You are so funny. Oh, honey, you received a notification.
Can you check it? My password is 2012, our anniversary date.
Okay.
I'm gonna put your fingerprint so it could be easier.
What the hell? It's a message from Instagram.
Can you open?
Okay, I'm gonna check it. It's from Jenny. She says hi with a lot of hearts.
Tell her that I have a girlfriend.
I will say it. It shows that you had told her twice.
She never understand. You know what? Block it. Block it.
I'm gonna do it.
I
Okay.
do my better. I know. I'm bad. We also make
Don't
the
say
videos.
that.
Yes, we also make the videos. Look,
Oh, and thank God, there has been chosen.
Let him die there and die. Do you want me to shoot you? Start fixing him.
Oh, no. That's un clam de lion. So you can get control of the rate. So you can get better visualization. Do you dare clam the lion so I can see?
You stay back. You stay
Oh man, I
back.
can't stop. I have to keep
I know, I
going.
know. Just keep going. Keep going.
Hey, hey, hey,
Just
that is the
stop
woman
and
that
I'll
I
shoot
love.
you this.
You shoot her, you touch her, and I
And
will
I
kill
say,
you.
stay back.
we did that video with classmates.
Okay.
It's interesting, yes. It's a fun and creative. We also do make repetition, maybe small smart classes on a topic. Yes, the teacher has tools and advice to teach. Yes, but in the world class we are talking, asking and logging. They are very interesting classes. Yes.
Yes. I think that you have a a good advantage because you have an a an English teacher or an English speaker teacher, and that is good for you because it's not the same. It's not the same. Me as a second language teacher as him that he speaks English actually. So that is different because you need to understand different accents and different things that maybe we as Spanish speakers, we cannot maybe teach as natural as them. Yes, but that is important for you. And also, you know that in English, it is very important the communicative skills. So grammar is important if you know how to use it. But if you know what is verb to be, what is present simple, etc., that is good. But if you don't know how to produce with that, if you don't know how to speak in English or use that um, in a speaking activity, you you don't need or you don't use that. Yes, so that all those kind of activities are important for you and and are very useful because you are practicing the things that you are learning, and that is important. And you as a future teacher, you need to know that too. It's not only to focus in grammar, but you need to focus on the activities that you can use to practice that grammar. Okay, communicative is very important. Communicative skills are very important in this teaching area. Okay, so that is important for you to know that too.
Yes, yes. It's very interesting and practice all the time. Yes. How are you? How are the activities in your English class? The creative and
Okay, I use different activities. You know, we need to practice all the skills. We practice listening, speaking, reading, writing, listening. Yes, but maybe if you're going to work in a public school, you are going to see that sometimes it's difficult to practice all those activities with them. Okay, all those skills. It is easy maybe to practice listening or to practice reading, but it is difficult when you have 50 students in a classroom to practice speaking, for example. Yes, because first of all, they don't have some basis that you know that you need to produce or these activities, and also because you don't have the time. Yes, that is a little bit difficult. So I try to use different activities. For example, nowadays with these virtual classes, I can uh, I can organize better these activities, and maybe sometimes it's easy for them to participate, to talk, to express their ideas in English. But for example, here in virtual classes, it's difficult to them to participate. Yes, you always have five, three students who always talk and talk and talk, but all the rest of the class is difficult to them to participate. So uh, the role plays, the reading books, activities are good for them in order to practice the vocabulary, practice the communicative skills, and also to get related with all the class. Yes. So you need to identify some activities that maybe can involve all the class, but sometimes it's difficult. Yes, you know that always we have a good student who always is talking, and he's good at English, and he's in an English institute. Yes, but you also have a student who doesn't know how to speak in English, who doesn't know how to say hi, how are you, and that is difficult for them. So you need to involve all of them in those kind of activities.
Maybe I haven't considered, pues I, yes, I haven't considered being an English teacher. I don't feel prepared, but their class and teachers that motivate to continue learning. Yes, maybe the activities. I don't know, but to continue the learning to improve my English. Yes, is important.
Okay, yes, and this is not only for English, no? This is for all kind of area or topic that you're going to teach. What is your interest, or what do you like to teach?
The Spanish.
Okay, it's almost the same. It's the same, but in a different language. It's the same. Maybe it's easier for them because it's their mother tongue, but it's the same. You need to develop in your students these communicative skills also in Spanish. It's the same. And as I told you, probably if you finish your studies and you go to work in a public school, that is a good option for us as teachers, because as you know, in a private school, you don't get a good pay. You have to work a lot of time. You have to do a lot of job, and sometimes they don't recognize this uh, when you are working with them. But working in a public school is a good experience. It's a good uh, life plan, because you have a lot of advantages and a lot of things that you can get with this kind of job. And as you know, as I told you, when we're studying, for example, when I was at university, you think that we can we can do a lot of things. We think we plan a lot of things. When you are planning your classes, you plan a lot of activities, but you see that you have to reorganize everything. You have to, as I told you, sometimes let your plans and let your topics and focus on different things, on the number of students, focus on the problematics that they have, focus on different activities that you have at school. But as I told you, it depends on that. But if you teach Spanish or English or whatever that you want, it is the same. You need to try to develop different abilities, skills in your students. And if you are teaching a language, Spanish or English, develop the communicative skills is very, very important.
I've read that teaching English also contributes to learning of the first language, yes, and
Yes.
more in children. Lately, is I've been interested in improving my English, yes, and learning much more despite. Uh, I thought I want to learn towards being in Spanish teacher, but I consider it's important learning continually the language. Yes.
Yes, and that is true what you say because as we speak in Spanish naturally. We don't learn how to speak in Spanish. We just do it. When you learn, for example, English, you understand or you identify different things that you don't know in Spanish. For example, you in Spanish say yo, él, nosotros, ella, but you don't know what is that. In English, you say, that are pronouns. You give them a name, yes? You know what is that. You know how to use it in Spanish, but you don't know why you are using this. What is an adjective? What is a verb, etc. But when you are learning English, you can identify those things in English and in Spanish too.
Okay, I have a question. What is considered most important in learning English? The recurse or the pronunciation or what?
It depends. It depends on you. For example, as I told you, if you are focused on communicative skills, if you are focused on studying English or learning English to go to another country and speak in English, you need to practice pronunciation, all the communicative skills. Yes, but it depends because some people study English to learn how to write in English, to understand what they are talking or speaking in English, or to improve their listening, yes, abilities. It depends on the yes, the likes or the preferences of each person. But for me, I think that is more important the communication, yes. But also it is important to know the rules about the language, yes. But sometimes if you see, for example, a movie in English or a TV series, you see that some people use maybe in a wrong way English, but they get understood. Yes, they know how to express their ideas. For example, if you see a movie where you have a Mexican actor and Colombian actor and English actor, yes, they have different ways to speak in English. And maybe you see, why he uses does and not do, for example. It doesn't matter if he get if he expresses his idea and people understand that. Yes. So I think that is very important uh, speaking or the pronunciation, communication instead of grammar, but you need to know grammar if you want to communicate in a correct way. So that depends on you.
I like to learn talk songs and learning movies have helped me. Yes.
Yes.
Do you integrate with other subjects with teaching English? For example, do you integration with other? Bueno, in my practice in Spanish, I'm sometimes do as my micro-teaching, yes, but in English, do you integrate?
Yes, English is a topic or is a subject that can integrate different topics. You don't only teach English. I mean, if you teach, for example, I don't know, present simple, for example, you teach it through a topic that nature, animals, uh, environment, uh, stories, etc., or maths, science. Yes, you can integrate all the subjects that you want in English. Yes, because it's the way that you teach English. You don't say English is present simple, verb to be, past simple, past perfect. No, you teach. For example, we talk about uh, the Second World War, and through that topic you teach past simple. Yes, so you don't talk about English only, but you use a content that is the main topic, and in that content you teach the rules about English, how to speak in that about that topic using English, etc. So you can integrate everything: science, history, Spanish, literature, math, whatever that you want in these lessons.
Okay, yes, we have been, for example, integrate with the books, with the books, with
That is
very much.
literature.
It's interesting. It's funny, yes. Okay, Rose. Thank you very much for your time, for this space that contributes to my training as a teacher. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. One last time, that now that we talk about your books, when you want to teach English or whatever, Spanish, for example, you need to focus your students on their daily lives or real life things. Yes, for example, you need to show them how to use that in their real lives. Yes, why are they, for example, learning present simple, how they can use that. If you see, we're going to talk about, for example, animals, but what relation has that topic with their lives in order that they get interested in that topic. So that is important too. And thank you, because take me into account for this activity. It was very interesting. I hope that you can finish in a good way this course and that you can learn a lot of things. I know that teacher Emmanuel is a good teacher and that he's going to give you a lot of advices and things that you can approach in your classes too.
Thank you, Rose. I will keep it in my mind. Thank you very much for your advice. Yes. Bye.
Okay, so you're welcome. Bye bye.